Well, hello, my dear viewers, my dear friends. Welcome back to the channel after the very appreciated ending of Fairy Tale, and I say appreciated in a way that it was actually a good ending. Not necessarily the one I was expecting, but not bad either. I bring you this week's chapter of the Seven Deadly Sins, chapter 227 of its name, Clash, which, granted by the chapter's name, there will be a lot of fighting ensuing. So we will see where that is going to take us. Okay, so we start right off with Meliodas trapped within Melascula's dark cocoon. Within my dark cocoon, all of these destructive impulses seething of you become negative energy to greatly enhance my spirits of the dead. That is vengeful carnage. Okay, so Diane is managing to hold back the skeletons. Diane to your left. Oh, and one comes. Jesus! He was able to just punch Diane into the wall. Okay, and we see Hawks just running away from all of them. We see Goater using his ability. I'll stop your legs in place right there. Okay, which he can't do. Get down, Goater. Merlin goes in for the attack. She cut them off like it was nothing. My nerve control didn't work on them at all. The bodies of these dead spirits are not moving through the use of their nerves, they are moving through their grudges and hatred alone. And the source of their power is the immense negative energy that is radiating from the very center of the city, which means it's probably our captured captain. These are no longer just ordinary weaklings. Okay, we knew that from back then, but okay. True Spirit Spear Castifol, fourth form. Sunflower. Wasn't this technique just a little less flamboyant in the past? And there I say, ooh, Jesus. And there I say, much less overpowered. Alright. And now there's rocks falling from the sky. Or is it that... No, yep, those are rocks. Rush rock. Written as 1,000 stones. Okay, it's Diane's new power-up attack. And there's Ban. Damn, Ban is weak. Ban is severely weakened, or... I mean, granted he's immortal, he's just getting pummeled by... Oh, here he comes. Our shameful fox-sin Ban, to be slowed down by these pitiful weaklings. Don't go acting all calm and composed behind you. Acting all calm and composed is a privilege of the mighty. Oh, yes. Escanor, this is why you're my favorite character. Just look at this imposing man. And Hawk is just behind. He's just in his arm with his glasses, just... Maybe if I don't move, he won't notice I'm here. Oh, Escanor. Ooh, oh, they are getting burned by Escanor's aura. Very good. The spirits of the dead are getting destroyed one after the next. But those were all being supplied with your negative energy. How can this be? No, it's just laughing. So that's all there was to it. Sorry to disappoint ya. But the 7 deadly sins have been brought together by destiny to defeat you commandments. Don't go underestimating them. Yes. Fine, then let's see how they handle this. We powered up big time, didn't we? Come on, you swines, there's just one left. Okay. Oh, so he's gonna power up using the other skeletons. It can't be, is all the energy of the defeated spirit is flowing into that one. Right on the money. All the negative energy that was dispersed across all of them has consolidated into one body, and with that the ultimate spirit of the dead has been born. What's wrong, Meliodas? You're looking a little pale. There's no way it would be able to handle all of that. The immense power of the one who was once called the next Demon King. Don't underestimate our captain. And boom goes the skeleton. Of course it can't handle Meliodas' badassness. Oh, Melascula's face is priceless. What's wrong, Melascula? You're looking a little pale. Oh, she's going bananas. Take that and that. Your judgment has been carried out. All monsters are but weaklings before me. Everyone focus and hold firmly to your consciousness. It's trying to possess us. It's a mass of all the consciousness of the dead spirits of Conrad who lost their bodies, a giant grudge ball. Hey guys, Diane, are you... Holy... Can I kill them? Oh, please don't. Holy heck. Diane's consciousness is being swallowed up into the vortex. A giant vortex, overflowing with fear and rage. I won't let this happen, no matter what. I won't let my brother and Diane go through that, what Bun and I had to. Just hang in there, I'm coming. And Elizabeth has come to help her. I'll come with you. But you... Oh, Elizabeth, the goddess's disciple, is restored. Holy power will release the grudge. The goddess and the holy maiden. Oh, this is a comeback of a title. There once was a title called The Princess and the Holy Maiden. Yeah, it was a very old chapter. Back on the time of the fight, of the Bizel fight, not the old one where they recovered the hammer way back in the beginning, but a more recent, shall we call it, when the commandment, when Gloxini and Dolor organized that Bizel tournament. Oh, it really is an old chapter. Let me look for it. I'm looking for the video of it. The show gets... Okay, so this is... Chapter 198 was Gloxinius and Dolor's training with the... I'm getting there. The Odd Couple, Strange Fruit... yes! 7 Deadly Sins 163, chapter 163. Oh, the Princess and the Guardian Saint. So, not quite the Princess and the Holy Maiden, but very, very similar. So, very, very cool indeed. Jesus, I've came a long way. I just looked at my list of old reviews. Damn, I came a long way. I mean, still not that long of a way, but it's a good way, Jesus. Diane has been possessed. The situation has taken the worst possible turn. The Holy Maiden and the Goddess come together, their resolve standing firm in the face of this distress. To be continued in chapter 228, the Goddess and the Holy Maiden. Now, I think we are on the verge of seeing our first sacrifice for this saga, and I believe it could very well be Elaine. Either that or they'll find another way and no one has to die. However, I think that given the distress of the situation, if it is such a distressful situation, then some sacrifices are required. And Elizabeth getting up... I am skeptical. I'm not saying that she herself is possessed or someone is mimicking her, but I was not expecting her to get up as soon as she has. But it's a good thing too, because if she now can use some sort of goddess power, and she looks... I don't know, her expression... I don't know, maybe it's the angle... Because she doesn't look to be quite looking at Elaine. She's looking rather... with an empty expression, if you get my if you get my meaning. She looks to have a sort of an empty expression. There's really no defined expression in her face, and that's something that's throwing me off a little bit with this Elizabeth. But I choose to believe that this is the real Elizabeth, and that she's here to help. Of course, if it's the real Elizabeth, it's here to help. But I have enjoyed this chapter so much. Escanor is the boss. With just 2 pages, he steals the show. That sentence of his, calm and composed, it's a privilege of the mighty. Ugh, Escanor, you big son of a gun. Acting calm and composed is a privilege of the mighty. And that's why I love this guy as a character. He's my favorite character, not only by how he acts, but his aesthetic. I just like the guy and his power. He wields a gigantic axe. For crying out loud, he wields a gigantic axe. What more can a man ask? With one hand. I'm really looking forward to see him fighting in full power. Because I want another fight versus Esterosa, or versus Esterosa's style, not necessarily versus Esterosa, but I want to see him fight once again against a powerful enemy. Someone we can see Escanor breaking a sweat against. Also, there is something wrong with Ban. I don't know if it's because he doesn't have his sacred treasure, or if he's worried with Elaine or anything, but Ban is not right. Like, he's getting too careless. I know he's immortal and he can heal himself, but still, the guy was only able to barely crack the skull of one of the skeletons. When King, Diane, Merlin, and Escanor were able to completely obliterate several of them at the same time. Gother is different because Gother's power really are at a disadvantage here, because his powers require on the person having a physical body and sort of a conscience. These skeletons have neither. They have a physical body, of course, made of bone, but they don't have the necessary things they don't have the rest. They don't have muscle, they don't have nerves, they don't have anything. So Gother's power is really at a disadvantage here. Gother's power is it's not very situational, it's just that it has a lot of specific requirements that it needs to obtain. But Ban is just, there's something wrong with Ban. We know that Ban is careless, but he always comes around in a fight. And for him to just barely even being able to crack the skull of one of these, when Diane and King, especially Diane, which was up until now I considered her the weakest of the Sins. Not because she's a human or anything, she's a woman or anything, but given past events and whatnot, I consider Diane to be, if not the weakest, one of the weakest of the 7 deadly sins. After this chapter, and if Ban doesn't prove himself, Diane will rise above him. Like, right now, in a fight between Ban and Diane, my coin is on Diane. Like, Ban might have the endurance, Ban might be immortal, but in a bear-on-bear fight against Diane, I don't think he would be successful, so he needs to get his shit together. And I'm sorry I said that, but he really needs to, because this is the man who was able to fight almost par on par with Meliodas. Like, he needs to do something. I don't remember where his power level stands, but we can check that right now. So let me see, because there's a list of their powers somewhere in the wiki. Okay, so Escanor's magic power is unmeasurable. Like, when he's in his true form, his power is unmeasurable. Meliodas is 60,000 of power level. King is 41,600,000. Diane is 15,100. Merlin is 4,710. Ban is 3,220. And Gozer is 3,100. So, magic power level wise, Ban is actually in the second to last place, considering that Escanor is in the highest place because his magic power is unmeasurable. But Ban is barely cutting it from the last place. And like, I am sure that Gotha's magic power has risen quite significantly ever since he awoken his true self now recently, but we haven't had confirmation on that. So I think that Ban may very well be magic power level wise. This is not mandatory. This is not like defining or anything. Even given their difference in magic power, I still think that Merlin would be able to kick King and Diane's ass. I still think that, even though they have that difference in magical power. So this means nothing. This potentially means nothing, but still, there's some worries to be had here. I have, since Ban is my second favorite character. Second and first, like Escanor and Ban, they both share my favorite character spot on the 7 Deadly Sins. But this is it for now. This is it for this week on the 7 Deadly Sins. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please, if you do, leave your opinions in the comment section down below. Do you really think that Ban is getting weaker? Is there something worrying him? Please share your opinions in the comment section down below. I will see you guys this week on Thursday or Friday, depends on how my schedule goes along, for this week's chapter of Boku no Hero Academia, and something One Piece related, because there's no One Piece chapter this week, but we shall not have a break on One Piece because I have something to be done that should have been done much sooner. So I say my goodbyes to you and see you there.